as the next president, following in her father Rodrigo's footsteps. Do you think it will be beneficial for the country to have two consecutive Davaoeños as presidents?
Well, in where I come from, I've seen how effective Mayor Inday Sara is, and that's the reason why a lot of the people in Davao City has flourished in life, including mine as a farmer. And I would love to see Inday Sara Duterte as a president, if, regardless of which family she came from, because for me, she's a strong leader, and that's the kind of leader that I want to see in my country. And also, she's a woman, and that also in her name, it says Inday, and I support that because I believe Inday can make it happen. Thank you.
Agreement or the rule of the House majority?
In this situation, it could get quite complicated because everybody has their own opinions, everybody has their own preferences. However, in my opinion, I think a gentleman's agreement could have been best. What really matters in a situation like this one is about what we're doing, especially what the government is doing to help the Philippines flourish, especially in this time of the pandemic. We all know that there have been a lot of things compromised. There have been a lot of things that have also developed in the time being. And I think that it's about time that they have all decided. And in this case, I am happy to know that despite everything that has happened, we will now stay focused on what really matters, which is really the pandemic, on what the Philippines needs, what departments need, what kind of support they need from the government. Difficult to say.
Some senators have questioned the DPWH's infrastructure outlays budget for 2021, saying that these are over-allocated and propose for the money to be diverted instead to education. So from construction and infrastructure, divert that to education instead. That's what the senators are saying. What is your take on this?
I really believe that right now we're having a really big problem with education, as we can all know that it's very difficult to have it online. A lot of people don't have the access, and a lot of people are struggling just to get stable internet. So I really do believe that it is important to give back to education, but at the same time, we should have a good balance of where the money actually goes and where are we putting it. And if we can do both, I think that would be the best plan for everyone. If we can do for our community, but at the same time, we can do it for the infrastructure so we can have a better livelihood for everyone. That would be the best in both worlds. And I think we can do that. So it is about time to have both.
Thank you, Mr. Gui. What one specific setback in your life do you think has prepared you for the challenges of being Miss Universe Philippines? Okay. What one particular setback in your life do you think has prepared you for the challenges of being Miss Universe Philippines? Let us begin with Miss Rizal.
Wow, perfect. I love this question, Joey. When I was 23, I actually got my second bankruptcy, and it was super big. I lost almost 250K. And during that time, I was still in corporate, and I still wasn't doing the things that I love doing. I was in the wrong relationships in my life. I was spending time with the wrong people. Overall, I felt like my life was going down. I feel like that was actually my lowest point in my life. And that bankruptcy and all of those things happening at the same time has taught me to actually, believe in myself, that even though all of these dark things are happening, it's always possible for you to be able to reach your goal, to be bigger than your fears, to be bigger than your failures, to be bigger than your insecurities. And ever since I actually started working on my life and building myself, I've come to create a life I love living. And this is the failure that actually defined my life and created the life I love waking up to every day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rizal. Ms. Mandaue.
One particular setback that immediately come to mind is the time that I let depression take over my mind or take over my life. That was one thing that I I am still continuously trying to accept and trying to learn from. And it has definitely opened my eyes to more opportunities and more things that I would have done differently, but in a better way. So for everyone who is listening and for everyone who has known me to be an advocate, I just want to remind you that we all go through the same things, just in different style or stories, and we just have to get that lesson or the power from it. And this has definitely helped me grow into the woman that a Miss Universe Philippines should be. Someone who learns how to listen to her heart, but also needs to listen to her mind and take something out of it, turn it into something important and something influential.
Thank you, Mandawe. Let us now have Laguna.
One setback that will definitely help me when I win Miss Universe Philippines was when I failed to join national pageant last year. That experience taught me that things might not work the way that we wanted or I wanted it to be, but definitely it will only allow me to learn and grow to be the person that I wanted to be. Because with that failure, it helped me to be strong, to be accepting of who I am, to be acceptance of what I don't have and what I have. And I think it is very important that we continuously build ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves.
Thank you, Laguna. Let's now have Makati.
Well, there are a lot of things in my mind right now that I really want to speak about, but I think one particular setback that I experienced in the past was when like what I said earlier, when I suffered from severe anxiety. We all know that there are a lot of mental health campaigns out there, and I once told myself I would never experience that. I would never be that girl who would even campaign for mental health because it will never happen to me. I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm good, until I got severe anxiety disorder, and it's a serious mental health illness. And I never thought I would be healed. I never thought that I would be, overcoming such, disorder. But right after that, I started accepting every negative thing that has been happening in my life. I started loving myself more. I did not fear so much about my future, and I started accepting who I am as a person. And because of that, I was able to gain a lot of confidence. I learned a lot more about myself, and that is why I chose my official hashtag in Miss Universe. It's called hashtag Iba na ang Pinay, because iba na nga talaga ang Pinay. I want to carry that to the international stage as well, that I want to show to everyone that Filipinas, no matter what backgrounds they are from, even if they're already a mom, if they are single professionals, whatever skin color, size, shape you are in, you are a phenomenal woman. And Filipinas are all multifaceted. We are all talented. We all have our own capabilities. And I just want to show that to the national pageant stage of Miss Universe Philippines. Iba na ang Pinay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Quezon Province, please.
Joey, alam mo, ang dami ko rin naiisip kung ano ba yung setback na i-share ko sa inyo. Pero one thing na sa inyo is, yung namatay yung lolo ko, na hindi ko siya naalagaan ng sobra kasi mas prioritize ko yung pagpasok sa school and whatnot. And ang dream kasi na lolo ko talaga, when I was a little kid, sabi niya sa akin, ay, gaganda pa yan. Kasi nung bata ako, maitim ako, parang wala naniniwala sa sarili ko. Kahit ako, hindi ako nagtiwala sa sarili ko. Pero siya, napaka-positive niya, nagtiwala siya sa akin. At winish niya nung birthday ko, nung 7th birthday ko, sabi niya, Nikki, I want you na sumali ka sa Miss Universe Philippines. And now, my Lola's dream na nasa heaven na ngayon ay natutupad na. Lola Mars, I'm here. I'm Miss Universe Philippines. And I am reaching our goal and dream, which is to be here in Miss Universe Philippines. I am doing this not only for myself, for my fellow Quizonians, I'm also doing this for my lolo. And I may not be your Miss Universe, but I am the Miss Universe of my lolo and my family. Sorry, I get emotional.
What an emotional answer.
Love you, girl. I hope you're happy now that I am here. Love you, Lolo.
Yes.
This is for you.
I'm sure your lolo's very proud of you. In fact, ang feeling ko nga sinasamahan ka dyan. Hindi naman. Hindi naman. Alright.
Joey,
Mga ganon.
scary naman.
Pina, pangiti lang kita.
Hindi ko kanina nung nasa CR
Oh
ako
my
kasi
God!
nakitay na yung TV.
Relasyon kayong ganyan. Mag-isa tayo guys. Nag-blink din kanina yung light dito. When I was leaving. Sabi ko, ay, bakit na Quezon City has left the room? Oh my God!
Alright, thank you, Miss Quezon
Thank
Province.
you.
Let us now have Pasay. Pasay.
So hi, Sir Joey. First of all, I had a lot of things in my mind of what are the setbacks, but I don't have a particular one. I have a lot of things going on in my mind, and I would say it because I lost my father at a young age. I failed at a dream job. I gave up on it. I fell in love with the wrong man, and there was so much chaos around me. And all of this particular setbacks, all of this has formed me to be who I am today. All of these experiences is something that I want to bring to the platform. Because as your Miss Universe Philippines, I want to be the person that you guys can relate to. I want to be the person that you guys can talk to. And I'm not just going to be a spokesperson. I want to be a conversationalist wherein I'm not the only one speaking. You guys can also talk. You guys can talk to us firsthand and share your experiences. Because I think as a Miss Universe, you don't just listen. You allow your people to be empowered so that they will never doubt themselves. And when they are given